This mother cat was running for help, carrying her kitten from her mouth, being all devastated. Then what she does next is beyond belief. Men feeding strays are surprised by the mama cat's frantic arrival. Initially, they think she's eager to show off her baby, but her panting and desperate meows reveal a different truth. What she needs sends chills down their spines. This mama isn't celebrating, she's pleading. Her baby is lifeless, his body cold, his heart barely beating. Joy turns to sorrow as the men realize they must act fast. CPR begins, but it's not enough. Time is running out, and they rush the kitten to the vet. Can this tiny life be saved? But why did this mama cat choose these men? It seems their paths had crossed before. 4 weeks earlier, pregnant and affectionate, she'd accepted their kindness. Now, in her darkest hour, she remembered. Had she tried to find help elsewhere, only to be met with indifference? She probably asked someone else for help too, but as her hope faded, she remembers these people who were kind to her before. Her plea was clear. She needed their help again. A wave of guilt washed over the men. They'd missed their chance to rescue her before, and now her baby clung to life. Could they make amends for their past inaction? In a playful attempt to comfort her, the unthinkable happened. The mama cat vanished. An agonizing wait ensued. Then, like a ghost, she reappeared, another kitten in her jaws, lively and mewing. Confusion turned to bewilderment. Was this a misunderstanding? Before they can react, she's gone again, disappearing into the city streets with a chilling cry. Fear grips their hearts. Are there more kittens in danger? Their worst fears are confirmed as the mama cat returns, carrying another healthy kitten. What's driving her? The answer was simple yet profound. She sought sanctuary for her babies. A glimmer of joy flickered in her eyes as she devoured a meal before them, her kittens safe and sound. Relief washed over the rescuers, witnessing a mother's love finally shine through. Just as they relax, a breathless voice shatters the calm. A man came etched with panic saying, some street ahead, male cat was seen attacking some kittens. Would they arrive in time? He took them toward the place and then they saw it, a scene so ruthless that it sent shockwaves through their bodies. The male cat had cornered a helpless litter of kittens, hissing and swiping at them with sharp claws, while both of them were lying there in fear. Could this be the end for these helpless creatures? But fortunately, they went there on time, and Ginger Cat ran away as he saw people approaching. Was this a chance for a new beginning? The rescuers quickly sprang into action, rushing to the first kitten, a tabby one, and then they realized it. This lil bud is all fine and just a little afraid. Thankfully, the cat hasn't hurt her much. However, this one was lucky. The second one wasn't. After petting the first one, they turned their attention toward the second one, who was seemingly asleep. When checked, he was laying all cold, fighting hard to live. The rescuers quickly figured out that he had sustained some major injuries, probably, and he was rushed to the hospital right away. And to everyone's surprise, there were not 2, but 3 kittens out there. But unlike the 2, he was dead on the spot and was buried with a heavy heart. What a tragic loss. Now the question is, these kittens seem some days or a week old. Where's their mama cat? Did she abandon them? A knock on a nearby door reveals a heartbreaking answer. The kittens were born here, but their mother is missing. Disappointment settles as the search proves fruitless. Meanwhile, the surviving kittens receive urgent care. The ginger kitten fights for its life, while the tabby receives comfort and treatment. Will they recover from this traumatic ordeal? Soon, both kittens are healthy and thriving in a shelter, surrounded by love and expert care. Well, this mama cat's family and the other 2 kittens' luck was on their side. But what tragic life is, no one else can know it better than this other mama cat. Just like our first rescuers, this one also loves feeding stray animals. That's why all the cats out there love him. But was this mama cat looking for more than just a meal? And when this mama cat brought her baby toward them, they thought she'll be introducing him. Could this be a gesture of trust? A plea for help? What they didn't know was there was a past lurking behind this mama cat. What secrets could she be hiding? After being petted and handling her kitten to them, within a few seconds Mama Cat flew without even thinking about this poor baby. Was this an act of desperation? A heartbreaking choice? She didn't even look back to say goodbye. But why? Why would a mother leave her child behind? Turns out she was in a hurry to bring her second baby there too, as if she's running from something. Her weariness and urgency were evident. But what was driving this desperate behavior? In the quest to uncover the truth, the man stumbled upon a heartbreaking reality. This mama cat's life was marred by unimaginable cruelty. A tragic past unfolded, leaving everyone numb with shock. She wasn't always a stray wandering the streets. Once, she was a cherished pet, showered with love by her family. But why the drastic change? Turns out her cuteness was a commodity, a means to an end. They bought her hoping she would breed kittens they could sell for profit. Fate had other plans for her. When her litter arrived, they were not the purebreds her owners desired. Their dream of profit shattered, and with it, their love for the mama cat. Abandoned and heartbroken, she was cast out into the harsh world. As if this betrayal wasn't enough, tragedy struck again. 2 of her 3 kittens were dead too, leaving her with only 1 surviving baby. Could she bear to lose another? That surviving kitten grew up, now roaming the streets alongside its mother. And now, another litter of kittens clinging to life. Haunted by the past, this mama cat was determined to protect them at all costs. Perhaps she remembered the kindness of these humans, a glimmer of hope in a world of darkness. Did she trust them enough to keep her babies safe? As they absorbed her tragic story, a movement caught their eye. The mama cat emerged from the shadows, another kitten dangling from her jaws. Was this a sign of trust? A desperate plea for help? Or something far more sinister? They hoped this kitten was healthy, but the mother's worried expression hinted at another tragedy. Their fears were confirmed as they examined the tiny creature, cold, unconscious, barely breathing. One of the rescuers sprinted towards the vet, the kitten's life hanging in the balance. Left behind, the mother's heart ached. She began grooming her remaining babies, showering them with love and affection. Had she finally accepted their help? She even ate the offered food, a flicker of hope in her weary eyes. But just as they prepared to bring her to safety, they encountered the man who'd thrown them out. His excuse? He couldn't afford to feed them. But did that justify his cruelty? His actions had nearly killed this family. How many other innocent creatures had suffered at his hands? But that's a question for another day. For now, the rescuers focused on saving this family. Gently, they placed the cats into a carrier, a journey towards warmth and safety. But at the vet's office, the 4th kitten fought for life. Diagnosed with hypothermia and hypoglycemia. The cold had nearly claimed him too. Would the oxygen and warmth be enough? Back at the shelter, the mama cat settled in, but her sadness lingered. Her missing kitten weighed heavily on her heart. Would they ever be reunited? And if they were, could they finally find the peace and love they deserved? Well, they did unite with their family, and Mama Cat was all filled with happiness. But not all mama cats get what they owe for. Some are like the mother cat in our next video, whose life was no less than a nightmare.